Friday focus. I got 20/20 vision. I mind my black business because that's how I'm living. Where your drishti goes, energy flows. I'm gonna never know you. Transaction Thursday. I don't want to be sozy, you say. I don't want to come off the wrong way. It's time to take action. Time to slay. Yes. If you are the person that says, I don't want to come off the wrong way, I don't want to be salesy, then raise your hand in the comments. Put a hand emoji in the comments below and identify, speak up, and acknowledge that that's you. Because if that's you, then you are in the right place. Today, we're going to talk about transactions and how to bring transactions into alignment with the healing that you desire to bring about in the world. So, what is a transaction and why do I need to learn about them as a healer? A transaction happens when you exchange value with another person. This lovely book here is my example. It is the book that I wrote to help to serve a need in the world, a need that I saw for people how to live a yoga lifestyle. As a lot of people can think that it's all about the poses, but there's really more to it. So this book is all about how I can serve my audience. And in order to get it out into the world, I need to pack it with value and then trade that value to others in exchange for their money. And what happens when they do that is they receive value and then I receive value. So there's an exchange that happens. Let me say it to you another way. Let's say that you are in the desert and somewhere where you're very thirsty and you have $1 in your pocket. You look over and eureka, there is a water bottle stand or water bottle vending machine or water bottle salesperson. You are much more likely to be happy, be willing to trade this dollar for that water that you have or the water that you want to buy because you value the water much higher than you do this currency. You see this currency as a way to get what you actually want. So eliminate the thought process that it needs to be equal in value. Because if I value this dollar equally to a water bottle full of water, then I'm never going to make that exchange. Because if this is just as valuable as this, this is not $1, but we'll think about it. All right, so if this, let's say this is water, is just as valuable as this, then I might as well keep this because I value them the same. A transaction happens when the person that is looking to get the water values this more than they value this. That in only then will I happily give you money, say, please take my money so that I can have this. And then the person selling the water has an abundance of water and values this more than they value any individual or any cases of what they're selling. Okay, so now we have a concept of what this transaction is. It's the actual taking and the exchange of value. When we think about this from a healing perspective, that means that what you provide and provide to your clients, they will value higher than the price that you set it at. Now, that doesn't mean to lower your prices. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you need to create the perception or create the communication that what you have to offer is much more value than the price that you set it at. So, for example, If I sell a private course, I do privates for $250 an hour currently. So if you're looking to book me, depending on what time you're watching this video, this is the current price at this time of the video. And for me to plan, to bring mats, to bring my sage, my healing instruments, to plan out a great sequence, to, all of the other things that I do. There's a list of things that goes into what I provide for a private session. To do all of those things and my time and travel and all of that, I am happy to exchange that for that rate. And for the person receiving it, when they ask me my price, I not only tell them my price, I also communicate the value that they'll get. So I do a offer stack. So I give them, you'll get this, and you'll get this, and you'll get this, and I'll just stack them on top of each other. And if you're interested in doing something like that, I would recommend do more than 3 things. So give them a bullet list of your things that you're going to bring to the table, and let it be more than 3 things. So even when I'm talking to companies who want to promote on my platforms and want to do an exchange with me as someone that I'm willing to exchange with, I let them know, hey, when you work with me, you're gonna get this, this, and this. And then we're able to establish that there is value that will exchange hands between us. Even Mother Teresa was great at communicating value. She's actually one of the biggest fundraisers in the world. And she was all about peace and love and making the world better. So you can absolutely charge your prices, and you just need to communicate the value that you bring. So put a thumbs up on this video if this is making sense to you and you want to see more videos like this, so that I and my team can definitely make sure to give you more content that is going to be communicative in this way. So we're going to talk more about the offer stack in upcoming videos, but not to get ahead of ourselves. Let's talk about how we can make transactions work for our business and work for our clients so that they are happy to make that transaction happen. They look forward to paying you money, and they are excited when you accept their money and you accept the abundance of the universe. You need to do 3 things in order to make that happen. Number 1, you need to know who your client is. If my client is someone who loves training and loves to learn new things, then I'm not going to say, hey, take this vacation and do nothing for 7 days. That's not something that will resonate with my client. But if I say, hey, this client is going to want to go travel and also do XYZ because I know them so well. So number 1, and here's your first homework assignment. Your first homework, or in this homework assignment, your first part is to determine who your client is. Create your client profile. That means you need to get to know them. What do they like? What shows do they like? Where do they hang out in person? Where do they hang out online? What are their goals in life? You need to be thinking about what types of conversations they're having in their head so that you can be ready for number 2. The second part of making your business ready for a transaction is to think about what their needs are. Now that you know who your client is, you set out a list of 30 things. So that's 30 things minimum that you know about your client. So I'm talking get real specific, like what's their favorite color? What, kind of clothes do they like to wear? Tight clothes? Do they like to wear professional, comfy, whatever? You need to know your client like the back of your hand. So when you know your client, you're able to do number 2, and that is determine what their needs are and how their needs aren't being met in your field, in your industry. So for example, if you are a massage therapist and you know that your client is a high profile, person, they are used to having everybody come to them, but maybe there's something unique that sets your business apart from someone else's that you can do that they really value. So again, we're not doing it the other way around. We're not gonna build something and be like, all right, how do I convince all these people to buy? So it's like, I'm not gonna put a thing of water in a bottle if everybody has their own water wells and drinking sources. Then I'm not gonna have an audience to sell water bottles to. So that wouldn't be the chosen business that's going to have people begging them to take their money. Okay, so when I determine what the needs are of my client, how I can serve them in a unique way, that is when I do number 3. And this is your third assignment, is get clear on how you can serve your client. So when you write that, you say, I can serve my clients by, and then write how you serve your clients. After you've done 30 things that are specific to your client, 30 pieces of information about your client. Now you've identified, after having done that, identified what they need. So my client needs, fill in the blank. And then the third thing is to write down how you will serve your client. So that's the 3 things you need to make your business ready to make transactions, ready to make change and make change. If you find value in this video and you feel like this was informative, please do subscribe to the channel Mastermind.Yoga so that you will be notified and you won't miss whenever we come out. I also invite you to share this with other healers that you know, other yoga teachers, massage therapists, Reiki healers, whatever healing modality you're into. Share with healers so that they can also share their message with the world. Because when we make money, we make change. When we make change, we make change. And I want that for you. World peace through inner peace. I invite you to come to the free Mastermind.Yoga Summit that's all about making real money. And what it looks like is a 3-day virtual event where we'll have 30 speakers, 30 experts in different fields so that you can be ready to step up in a major way in this world. Namaste. Take a deep breath in so big that you expand your ribs outward. Open your mouth, sigh out. Inhale bigger. Exhale bigger. Inhale, that last one, make it your best. Sigh it out. Let your breath be a way that you can take in and give out. That's a transaction. You have that give and take. All right, I got it. Friday focus. I got 20/20 vision. I mind my black business because that's how I'm living. Stay the path through the highs and lows. Where drishti goes, energy flows.